So Makenna, of course, got over her flu in time to go to Costa Rica. And there she is now. So the flu didn't come back. Alex has the flu now, of course. But Makenna, since about the Thursday she was in Costa Rica, so like 6 days into the trip, got a migraine and then started falling. So she has fallen or tripped about 17 times in the last 4 days. So we're still sitting in the ER like a couple hours later.
I have an IV now.
She's an IV now. They did an EKG, right? And then they're doing blood work. They have to check like thyroid and electrolytes and I don't know what else to make sure that's all good. Because neurologically up here, she did very good, so she's good. Yeah, so they said it takes like an hour to get the blood work results until the doctor looks at it, so.
Almost an hour.
We're planning not to get out of here till at least 10. We got here at, what time did we get here?
Well,
6.
Hospital went to urgent care.
Well, I know that. We were at urgent care.
We should count that because
we've been out all day. Alex is home with the flu, so she's not thrilled with mommy being gone, but they're watching movies, so Brian's doing a good job taking care of that. And she'll probably be in bed when we get home. They have good Wi-Fi though too.
I can use my new phone, which I already cracked in Costa Rica. It's technically only the screen protector that's cracked, but yeah, I did that like the first day.
She didn't crack it on one of her falls either. She cracked it.
No, it just dropped out of my pocket. I dropped it down the steps during one of my falls and it was fine. But then it dropped 1 foot out of my pocket when I was crouching down and it cracked.
So update on Makenna. Let's see. Last time we checked in, she was in the emergency room, I think, or was it in the urgent care? But anyway, then she did the emergency room. I think we did tape in there. Then the next night we took her to the emergency room again because one of the problems with traveling full-time is, of course, you don't have a regular doctor. And Brian was on the phone for 4 hours the other day trying to get her in at a doctor because the emergency room said, oh, we'll get her into a primary care doctor in the next day or two to check out some other things. But nothing looks like an emergency. So he was on the phone for hours. We could not get anyone to take her in. Some said, a couple months. The closest was a week. And since her legs seemed to be getting weaker, that really wasn't an option. So she went back to the emergency room and got admitted just last night. So Brian stayed with her overnight because, of course, Alex is still battling the flu. And I seem to be coming down with flu symptoms. So we thought it made more sense for him to stay with her. And they did an MRI. And they think she has Guillain Barre-Syndrome, which got caused by the flu because any kind of viral infection can turn into a viral infection in the nervous system. So it's affecting her legs and they're weak. So she's in the hospital today. She got a spinal tap, which she was very brave for because those things are very painful. So she did that. She's going to have some more testing and everything. We don't have the results yet. So yeah, this is one of the downsides of full-time RVing. Well, it's not a downside of full-time RVing, it's just life. And when you're full-time RVing, life just continues on. The bonus is we are in Orlando, Florida. And so, it's a beautiful area. It's like 80 out today, so I can take a break while she's resting and come out here and just walk around. It's really beautiful. And the other plus is that we happen to be staying in this area a while and we don't have set plans for the next probably month or two. So if need be for treatment, we can stay in the area longer to get her treated. So that's a plus side of it. But yeah, life continues to happen, even when you're full-time RVing. And it's a little harder when it's illnesses because, like I said, you don't have a regular doctor. So, but it all seems to be working out good. We got lots of people praying for her. So that's really good. She is just bored out of her mind because she feels perfectly fine. She just is weak in her legs. So having to lay around in a hospital bed all day is like kind of driving her crazy. So that'll be the hardest part for her, I think, is just the kind of sitting around and not being able to be active. So that's it for today. But I'll probably tape a little bit of her so she can say hi. And I'm just gonna try and enjoy the beautiful weather a while. Is this your special room?
Yes.
You got tired of sharing the RV and not having your own space,
Yes,
so
I
you
got
just...
used to having my own room when I was in Costa Rica.
So you thought...
This is even bigger.
It is big, look at that. It's very large, roomy. So I'm back out on this beautiful path again. It's been about, I don't even know, days have blended together. Been about 3 days. I think Makenna's been in the hospital 5 days. And update is she definitely has Guillain Barre Syndrome. the thing that's holding her back right now is severe headaches. Ever since she had the spinal tap on Wednesday morning, she had severe headaches, like a 9, where she couldn't even move or budge. Finally got that to subside on Friday, and that was great. So she was eating a little bit then and doing some stuff, able to do a little bit of therapy, but then she had to have a 3rd MRI, this one with contrast, which is a chemical they put in so they can see stuff better. And unfortunately, that gave her a headache again by that morning. That was yesterday morning, Saturday. And so headache went down last night. It was pretty decent. It was okay this morning first thing, but when she gets up to go to the bathroom and stuff and stands up, the headache gets worse. So now she's back up to like a pain level of 8 and not moving much. So she won't eat for me or anything. And she really has not eaten much in days. So gave her some IV Tylenol, and we're hoping that, I think today is the day that she's going to turn around as far as the headaches. We've just got to kind of knock out the pain so her body can kind of fight a little bit better. Right now her body is very tired because, of course, she's not getting a whole lot of sleep, and she's not probably getting enough fluids in her or nutrition. So if we can knock the headache down a little bit like it was this morning, and then we can get her to drink some more Ensure, and maybe even eat some more, a little bit of banana, some applesauce, some different things, get some strength back, and then I think her body will be able to, get a little bit stronger. Because right now, 5 days in the hospital, laying around in a hospital bed, her body is just like, what in the world's going on? So it's not happy with her. Her head is not happy with her. And we're prone to headaches anyway, so having the severe headaches is, she knows what they're like, but to have them for so many hours straight has been really tough. And parenting is really hard, it's really hard not to be able to, help get the pain down. But like I said, today's hopefully the day we turn things around, get her better, and then, then she can get up, start doing some therapy, and then get her legs back to her and everything. But yeah, so definitely it's Guillain Barre. Right now we're just fighting the headaches to get her healthy enough to get her into inpatient rehab and get her all fixed up good as new. So we'll get a little video of her too to add it in, but for now it's just me out on my strolls. I better get back up there to her actually. So I'm gonna turn and go back this way. Okay, so Makenna's in the hospital, and it's been 6 days, so I've spent every day with her, and I did spend one evening at home, and so I could be with Alex and the puppies. But after all these days, she's doing a little bit better, so Brian's staying with her, and I brought Alex into Animal Kingdom, right? We needed some mommy-daughter time.
Yep.
Because it's kind of tough when you got a couple kids and one of them's really sick, so she can't let the others slide. So we're having some fun together, right?
Yeah.
And we keep checking in on Makenna, that we're texting her. So she's all good.
Hi. We're Navi, or we're going into Navi. And
Fast Pass line.
yeah, Fast Pass line. I don't ever remember being on Fast Pass. Well, we've never been on Fast Pass.
No. So this has kind of been our hospital slumber party setup for the past week. It's early in the morning, so Makenna's still trying to rest. But the nurses start coming in at 4:30, so I usually get up and sit and read the Bible on the phone and kind of go through some stuff. So yeah, this is a setup. See, I get to be right by her bed and hold her little hand all night. They're not too bad. She's gotten over the hump though. We've gotten her headaches under control with medication, so we're hoping she goes to inpatient rehab really soon, where she can rest and kind of get to do some normal things again and get outside, because Makenna's a very outside person and active, and she hasn't been able to do any of that. She's been cooped up in here, so we are hoping that's in the next day or two. And it's kind of weird though, spending all these nights. She's been in here for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 8 nights. So Brian was here on night 1 because I had the flu, and then he came back in on night 6 because as much as Makenna wanted me here, Daddy needed to be here too, and Alex needed mommy at home, and the puppies needed mommy at home Jared doesn't care. That's where we stand right now, and Makenna has changed our travel plans though. She requested to go to Pennsylvania, which is odd for our Makenna because she doesn't like to stay in one place long, and we were just in Pennsylvania in the fall, so some of our friends were like, what? Makenna? But you know, this has been difficult, so to go to Pennsylvania and be with family and friends for a while will do her some good. It'll give us some extra support around, which would be pretty nice. So right now it's bunches of phone calls, hours on the phone. Brian's trying to figure out how to get her in, maybe up there in Philly, and do some of the inpatient rehab, the outpatient rehab up there. Videotaping. I thought, oh, that's cute too, because it's something that opens. Okay, she can't open. No, you just have to punch them in, I think.
You just punch them in. They'll go in.
Daddy's help.
You're just giving me like the socks all together.
This is far more fun.
You know what?
She destroyed them.
I'll just rip them off.
You still need to open the little window because it's more fun that way. So Makenna has headed out on her ambulance transport to the rehab place. So we are checking the room, making sure we got everything. We actually almost left her purse with her wallet in it, so we're not very good at this. But yeah, so we will check in and meet her at the rehab place. She's so happy. Headache is almost gone, and she had 2 really fun paramedics with her, I'd say.
Yep, we weren't allowed to ride with her, so we got.
No, but she'll have a good time with them. They were,
fun.
yeah, they were joking around, having a good time. So, all right, off we go.
Yeah. So now, I have a special in the what's this called?
Rehab.
Just in the rehab. At
Water,
the hospital, there was just
toilet,
a big red button, and you just tell them. So.
Water, toilet.
It's an upgrade. Pain, water, toilet.
Where's the food button?
That's what Jared needs. Okay, so Makenna has gotten a wheelchair that she's using while she's in here in rehab because she can walk, but not without falling on her own. So they have a wheelchair for her to get around and go outside and do fun stuff. So Brian right now is having wheelchair envy.
Nicer than my wheelchair. It's got the carbon fiber back.
So kind of a funny irony is that we've had the Able Family Life YouTube channel for several years. We put that up there to try and inspire people to see Brian, who's in a wheelchair and he leads a normal life and has fun and all the family stuff we do. And we always would do wheelchair challenges with the kids.
Yep, they'd have my spare wheelchair and we'd do fun games and challenges, see who could go fastest, and obstacle courses and stuff like that. So in doing that, all of the kids are really good at using wheelchairs, and now Makenna is benefiting from that because she needs to use one right now.
So yeah, with Guillain Barre-Syndrome that she was diagnosed with, her legs aren't working properly. So we'll get them back to normal after therapy, so she's not permanently in a wheelchair, but for the time being, she's got to use one some to get around long distances. So all of our wheelchair challenges and all that, just to, you know, have the kids experience what it was like for Brian to be in a wheelchair, it's now benefiting.
In the hospital, actually, well, the rehab center, it's inpatient, they actually have a really good wheelchair for her. It's a tie light, just like mine.
And it's nice outside because we're in Florida, so she's been stuck inside for, this would be night 11 in a hospital, so she's been inside all that time, except for the transfer from the other hospital to here, which doesn't really count when you're strapped into like a 12-point harness and put in an ambulance.
Outside for 1 minute while they're loading you.
Like, oh, look where I am now. So she has not really seen where she's been at lately, so we're giving her a tour of the hospital.
Okay, so for like the first time in like 11 days, I can actually go to the sink and brush my teeth and everything instead of like having to do it like with the lidded
Dish.
Yes.
In bed.
In bed.
Yay. So Alex has been in charge of decorating Makenna's room. As you can tell, we've got blankies, and we've got, what else do we have? Balloons. Balloons, and there's flowers that people gave, so she set those up over there.
Stuffed animals.
She bought, this little thing? And there's Minnie Mouse ears, and there's stuffed animals over there.
What time is it, Dad?
Looking
Oh,
tired,
is that the
and
last
snacky
place?
food, because we're making ourselves at home.
Was that the last place that she said the fireworks? Or was that here?
Okay, hey, No, that was here. Now, are you gonna hang that? Yes. So now we're decorating the IV pole because you don't want just a plain, you know, old IV pole. Okay, so family outing. Makenna has not been out in like 2 weeks. This is what it looks like.
It's been like, how many days?
13, 12.
12 or 13.
Today is a Sunday and you went in on a Tuesday, so. So yesterday on our adventures, we were trying to find this patio and it was closed. And now it's Monday, so it's open and it's really neat up here. And we can watch them cleaning up there. They're washing windows. Makenna's very tired. She had lots of therapy today so far. So it's Makenna's last night in the hospital after this will be her 18th night in the hospital, 9 at the other hospital and 9 here at rehab. So I think she's sick of the hospital. Are you sick of the hospital?
Just a little bit. But they have a ping pong table, which is the one kid because we don't have a ping pong table.
So yeah, we're gonna have to travel with the ping pong table apparently because that's been her big thing is playing ping pong.
I'm going home today. Got my backpack. You have your backpack, Makenna?
My laptop.
Your laptop.
I'm in a new chair now and it squeaks. Yeah. It's kind of annoying.
She's gonna use this rental chair with the tiny little wheels. And
Icky
it's
foot
heavy.
rest. Excited.
So like right in your face.
So I can do an improved sissy? The permanent lap like daddy? Say no. See. Enjoy it while you can. She won't be in there long, Pepper.
We gotta steal it.
Yeah!
Hey.
So me and Daddy's got a point and so did Makenna.
So we're heading out. So Jared is waiting there. I'm waiting here, not just to tape, but because I go back after we pull the RV out and double check that we don't have any like, you know, that tissues or garbage or anything like blew under. So we clean up the site, make sure we didn't forget anything.